Hello friends, in this video we will discuss about the shipment configuration in SAP SD. So in the shipment we will discuss about the routes determination and transportation zones. So in this video we will discuss about the prerequisite to be carried out for the shipment process to carry out. So I just enter into the configuration steps. So the shipping configuration, we will find that in logistic execution in shipping tab. So just enter into the basic shipping functions. So the shipping point and goods receiving point determination. So we have already configured the shipping our shipping point in our previous video, and the shipping conditions we used to configure the 01, that is as soon as possible in our purchase order. Sorry, the sales order. We will use this shipping condition. We can also create a new one, and this can be determined in our customer master. Okay, then loading groups we have already configured. Okay, we are making use of this loading group. So this loading group will be maintained in our material master, and also the transportation group also we have maintained in our material master. So the transport group and loading group will be processed from our material master, and the shipping conditions from our customer master. So we have already processed this assigned shipping points uh, in our enterprise structure configuration itself. So I just close this. I just enter into the scheduling, delivery scheduling, and transportation scheduling. I need to activate the transportation scheduling for my sales document type. So it is the first step. So we know that our sales document type is ORBE. So you can see here I have activated the transportation schedule parameter, and also the delivery scheduling parameter I have maintained as X, that is shipping scheduling is on. So this is the first ever configuration before entering to our shipping this. So I have maintained this, and this is for defined scheduling by shipping point. So our shipping point is BRP. So in this, what I have changed this, determine the load time and pick pack time. I have maintained it as route dependent. So depending on the route, this thing will be determined. So I have changed these two parameters in my shipping point. So this factory calendar we have already maintained in our enterprise structure of the SD. You can find that video in our playlist. So the only difference I have configured is this thing, the determined time. So the load time and the pick pack time will be determined based on the route what we are configuring. So this is the change what I have made. Then I can move to the next step. Okay, just close this. Just move on to the routes. Okay, define routes. Define modes of transport. So we can define a new one, but I'm just making use of this. This is the uh, entry that is available with my SAP. So I'm just making use of this shipment type. See, I've entered here. The shipment type is 01, that is road. We will make use of this. And the next step is shipping types. Okay, we can make use of this entry, that is truck. So I've maintained that also. The mode of transport is 01, that is truck. Okay, I just go to the next step. So in this video we will maintain a basic configuration for shipping. So I just go on with the available entries. Then we just go to the next. We have defined the route, and now we move on to the route determination, the transportation zone. So here I have maintained a new entry. Okay, just for my country I have maintained these two entries, and this transportation zone is this is our so this is our departure zone, and this is the receiving zone. So let me assume that our company resides in Central Madras, and our customer resides in North Madras. So this is our departure zone, and this is the receiving zone. So like that I have configured. So I've included both these entries in here. The receiving zone is North Madras, and departure zone is Central Madras. So I think it will be clear now. So I have, so we just move on to the next step. Maintain country and transportation zone for shipping point. So I have assigned entry for my shipping point. I just show you. So this is my departure okay, departure zone. That is, I have configured my departure zone for my shipping point in this step. So you can see I can move on to the next step. The define transportation group. So we have maintained this transportation group in our material master. So we will make use of this. We don't want to create new one. I just go on to the next. Define weight group. So this weight group will be configured. So depend on the weight of our material, the route determination will be changing. So I have classified my product weight into two groups. That is up to 100 kilos, and other one is more than 100 kilos. That is this thing and this thing. So the shipment whose weight is uh, below 100 kilo can be processed with a mini vehicle, but if the product is over 100 kilos, I can process with by assigning some truck, so that it can be transported from our location to the customer location. So I have categorized uh, my shipment uh, by these categories, that is up to 100 kilos and over 100 kilos. So I've included both these conditions in here. So this is our weight group. This one is 100 and other is 999. Okay, I just changed it. So I just move on to the next step. Maintain route determination. So here also I have maintained I just enter my shipping point. You can maintain by making a new entry on it. So this line item shows that my departure zone is Central Madras and my receiving zone is North Madras. So I have configured with this by clicking on new entry, and also the this thing, just select this. I have selected this and double click on route determination without weight group. So here I have maintained a proposed route. Okay, I have not shown this configuration. I just come back. I will show that, and then I will move on with this. So I just go into the defined route. So here I just enter into the defined routes and stages. So I've missed this when I expand about this modes of transport and shipping type. I just left this. Now I just show you what it is. Defined routes and stages. So I have maintained a route here. That is, so here I have maintained this route by click on new entry. I just show this how I have configured. So once if you click this new entry, you can maintain these entries. So the route, so this route will determine my receiving zone. So I'm reaching my receiving zone by means of this route, that is Anna Salai. So I have maintained like this. Here I have linked my shipping type, that is 01 track. We have already configured this, and the transit time I have maintained it as 1 hour. And you can see here the factory calendar is also linked here. The distance from my departure zone to the receiving zone is 15 kilometers. I have entered that too. And the main thing is I have make a tick on relevant to transport. So it is very important field here. So once I have configured this route, I can make this entry now in my previous entry I just show you now. So we can also make use of this route stages, but I just ignore this right now. I just save this. We have created a route now, and we can link this route. I just close this in our maintain route determination. Okay, that's what I have done here. Just show you the entry. Okay, just select it and double click on this thing. You can see here for this is the shipping condition. So it seems it is standard. So I just change it for 01. I just select this and copy it. I just change it for 01, that is as soon as possible, because we will use this thing in our sales order. I just have this, and the transportation group we will make use of this. Just click on enter. You can see that both the entries are available here. Okay, just save this. Okay, just and this route determination with the weight group that is included with the weight group. I have included both the for this what is this, as soon as possible. Okay, there's for this shipping condition I've maintained both the weight group. Okay, the actual route has been linked here. Okay, just go on to the next step. Just close this. So in this I just execute the scheduling with the route schedule for shipment point. So I just ensure that my shipping point is activated with the scheduling with the route schedule. Okay, just I made a tick here. And the next thing is, okay, I have missed a transportation planning point that I can configure in our enterprise structure itself. So I have created a new one. I just show you in the logistics general. Not in logistics general, it is in logistic execution. You can see here the maintain transportation planning point. So here also I have maintained an entry for my company code. So I have maintained a transportation planning point and assigned it to my company code. You can make it by click on new entry. You can make this entry. So I've configured a new one and sent it to my company code. Okay, just close this. Okay, just close this basic shipping functions. I just go on with transportation. I just close this shipping tab. I just go on to the transportation. Okay, the basic transport functions. Okay, just okay. Here in this, the important thing is okay. We can define the number ranges. Maintain transportation relevance. I just execute it. Maintain transportation relevancy for delivery type. Okay, that my delivery document type is LFBE. I have to activate it for transport relevancy. And the next important thing is define the shipment types. So I'm not going to create a new one. I just make use of this thing. I just show you what it is. Okay, these are number range assignments. The document category is 8, that is shipment, and the shipment completion type is loaded outbound shipment. You can see here the shipment type is assigned here. So make sure that this shipment type is assigned for this shipment type. And the leg indicator is linked here. The weight units, volume. I have not maintained any volume for my material. We can make use of this weight unit. So okay, see screen sequence group. Okay, all these things I have maintained. Okay, we can make use of this settings in our shipment. Okay, this is the important setting. And the shipment cost we will post a new video. We will not discuss in this video. We'll have a new session for it. The transportation interfaces. So here the transportation planning point determination. I just execute it. I will go on with the new entry. The shipping point is BRP. The shipping type. Okay, we will make use of this. We have configured for this. And the shipping planning. Sorry, the transport planning point. That is also our company. Okay, this just now we have configured in a enterprise structure. I just link this. So that my transportation planning point will be uh, configured, so sorry, linked in our delivery document. Then the transportation planning, okay, no, the external transportation, okay, no, we don't want these things. I just close this. Okay, I think I can go on with the uh, sales order. Okay, just move on with the new tab. Okay, we will start with the sales order. So this is my order type. We have already discussed these things in our previous videos. Okay, just enter the required. Okay, I just go on with the 10 quantity. Just go on with the supplying plant. So you can see that the weight of the shipment, that is 50 kilograms, has been copied from the material master. And I just show you the shipping. Okay, here I just go on with the route. So I will define my route, that is here. You can see here our route is Anna Salai. So I just link the route here. I just click on enter. Okay, the route is linked here. Just double click on it to view the scheduling lines. Okay, shipping. In this I just go on to the shipping, the plant, supplying plant, storage location, everything has been linked here. Okay, I just go on with the conditions. Schedule lines. Okay, The document is complete. So what I've additionally included is the route. In our sales order itself, I have linked this route. Okay, then okay, we will save this and we will process with the outbound delivery. So the sales document is created. We can move on to the delivery. Okay, I just go on with enter. So the picking, the loading. Okay, and, what I can see is the staging date, that is 15/7. Okay, I just go on to the loading. Okay, and the transport tab. Okay, you can see the route is determined here from our purchase order, and you can see the transportation plan start. That is an open transportation planning. So we will process the picking process from our warehouse, and the other things will be initiated. The shipment will be initiated only if the picking is completed. So I just move on with the picking process. So the transfer order. So I have enough quantity to supply these goods. Make sure that okay, I have picked. Just save this. Just confirm the transfer order. So the transfer order is completed. I just enter into the outbound delivery. So you can see that the warehouse stock is completely picked, and now we can process the transport. It shows the it is an open state. So I just move to the T code, that is shipment, that is VT01 N. Okay, the transportation planning point and the shipment type. I said we will make use of this shipment type, and this is the transportation planning point. So we will make the shipment. Just click on enter. So in this shipment, we will include the delivery. Just click on delivery. So just enter my shipping point, execute it. The last created outbound delivery will be linked into this shipment. So I just save this first. So you can see the shipment has been saved. Just change it. So we will process this. So in the carrier field, I can maintain my vendor, that is who is going to ship my material. So I can maintain my partner here and the shipment route. We have maintained the shipment route. Okay, I just manually enter here. Okay, you can see here the shipment route is linked here, and now we will go on with the execution. The MRP. Okay, the check-in. Show you. Just come down. The loading start. Okay, just end the loading. The next is shipment completion. the date of shipment completes. Okay, just change the date as 16 as of in our sales order. Okay, it ends for the okay, just go on with the 61. Okay, the shipment is completed. Shipment start. And the shipment ends. So completed all my activities, you can see here. So my shipment activities has been completed. I just save this so that the post goods issue will be initiated. You can see here. So you can see the shipment has been saved. So I just move on to the outbound delivery. So you can see the transportation has been completed. Okay, just show you the document flow. So the goods issue also has been posted in the previous step also itself. You can see here goods issue also has been completed and the shipment also ended. So by this way we can maintain the shipment. So this video will be clear with the basic configurations required for shipments. So in our next video we will discuss about the packing steps need to be carried out during shipments. So thank you friends for watching this video. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.